So the next one's going to be Norwegian Wood. I have these three games right here, but all of these are quits. This one, my opponent was also playing Lantern. They did a Tindo Ice Bridge into Inquisition, saw my hand, I did an LOL, and my opponent quit. I had a pretty good hand too. This one I played first. I played Codex Shredder. My opponent quit, said no thanks and quit. And this one I played a Lantern, and my opponent just quit. So down to Norwegian Wood. Alright, see, I had to mulligan. I went ahead and put the stirrings on the bottom because I really need a second land as quickly as possible. I have a pretty good hand here. I felt very comfortable with it. So, I'm very happy to see this. That usually means my opponent doesn't have too much going on that can't just be shut down by a bridge. I do make a misplay here. So, I saw two Voyaging Satyrs. What I should have done is needle this dude right here. Instead I needle Voyaging Satyr because I had Voyaging Satyr on my mind. But it works, I suppose. Yeah, go ahead and grab that Spellskite to make sure that my bridge is protected. Because I know my opponent most likely has some, you know, I'm assuming this is like some sort of collected company or Genesis Wave or something. And it is Genesis Wave, it turns out. So I knew I needed something to protect a bridge because my opponent most likely had some artifact removal. So I grabbed that Spellskite. And there's a Primal Command. And it's a really neat concept my opponent's playing here. So now I named Garruk with that beetle instead. Play the Spellskite to protect the bridge. And so here, really cool. Opponent plays this, goes to grab a Eternal Witness. Grabs that Primal Command back. But now my bridge is protected with Spellskite. I have the lock. So things are good. Opponent has one card in hand, and I know what it is. So it is something that I have to worry about, but as soon as I, play the second bridge. Now notice I got a Noxious Revival there. I am still playing one of those, and that card actually, it saves me this match. Opponent goes to try to do the same trick again. And of course this time I'm going to Noxious Revival. It is an Eternal Witness target back on top of his library. So now he has no cards in hand, no threats on deck. And the game's over. So, game 2. Yeah, I sided in the Welling Jars because I figured that my opponent was likely going to side in lots of artifact removal, creeping corrosion, and whatnot. And I like the hand because I got the lock, and I got a Pity Needle to slow down my opponent. And I draw the Ether Grid, and makes me so happy. I went ahead and named Voyaging Satyr this time because I wanted to slow my opponent down. And then, so next turn I should be able to play Ether Grid, start killing off all my opponent's creatures, and keep my opponent from drawing anything relevant. And Welding Jar is plenty of protection. So this time I didn't even really need a bridge because Ether Grid would be able to kill off my opponent's creatures for me. So, opponent concedes.